First quad I'm flying today is this hurried quad with the Holybro Teco 32 stack, T-Motor F40 Pro V2s, 2600 kV on a 5S battery. It's a lot of battery. I'm a little worried. This quad's been flying great, but I was working on it yesterday and some smoke was coming out of it. Couldn't find where. It seemed to be flying fine. I'm a little nervous. Let's see what happens. Video got a bit staticky out there. I'm just checking my antennas. It's in real good. It's in real good. Well, the good news is the hurried quad did not catch on fire, but it's still acting funny. I've had trouble. I put Betaflight 3.3 on it when I got it, 3.3.1 probably, and every now and then it locks, the flight controller locks up. The OSD just goes static, and the quadcopter won't respond. I was hoping Butterflight wouldn't do that. It does. Guess I'll have to try an older version of Betaflight or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a good enough excuse not to fly this one anymore. So we're going to switch over to the to this guy. It's another 5S quad. Similar stack, but it has Wraith 32 ESCs. It's got 5.5-inch dowel cyclones. These are ZMX motors, 2600 kV. They're the Phoenix 30s. And it's got a little run cam Eagle Micro. And it's got TBS Crossfire. We're going to see how it goes. What do you think? Alright, it's the ZMX quad again. But I realized I should switch my from RSSI to link quality on my display. So we did that, and we should get a better idea how this is working. Well, That was embarrassing. I hit this pole with the duck on it right here. I know it's there. I always think it's a child. There's a couple of them out here. I always think they're children. I thought my friend Brian was talking to a child. Small kid. Last week. He wasn't. He was just standing near one of those utility poles. I feel dumb. Broke one prop. That's not too bad. I am a little embarrassed. I'm a little embarrassed. I broke a prop. There's these little power poles about 3.5, 4 feet high everywhere at this park. I always think they're small children when I'm flying. They're never small children. They're always in the same place. You can't miss them. Well, I was looking at my RSSI number, just slowly cruising that way. Pole's over there, right there. And yeah, I walked right into that pole with the quad. No big deal, but I'm embarrassed. Don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anyone I did that. You guys probably can't tell the difference. It looks just like the other quad, but this one has T-Motor F40 Pros and a Kakute V2 flight controller instead of a V1. The V1's got me goofed up. I haven't been able to connect I can't connect Tramp for my VTX and Crossfire at the same time. I tried using the LED pin as soft serial, but it didn't want to work. We'll worry about that some other time, but I'm using this so I can crank up the VTX, max it out, see how far I can go. Probably won't be that far. I'm under a bunch of trees here. It's got a lot of equipment around, metal picnic tables, that power thing over there. But we'll see. Alright, dude, you should be on link quality now. Well, this is probably going to be a boring video because that is some of the most boring flying I've ever done. but I'm super excited. I was able to fly at least twice as far as I could before with FR Sky, and my link quality never went below 97%. I'll put a map up here somewhere to show you about how far I flew. There's some, let's see if we can see here. There's a row of trees over there, about 5 or 6 trees deep, and I was sitting over here by these park benches. And I'll tell you what, I flew to the other side of the trees, and my video, it's even at 600 milliwatts, went to absolute crap. It's probably because my antenna, my VTX antenna, is on the back of my quad, so it was getting blocked by the GoPro and stuff over there. But yeah, my link quality never went below 97. I don't think I'm going to be worried too much about fail-safes anymore. Yeah, me too. Silence. I've been having trouble with my flow ride quad. I built it with pretty much the same stack as my other two favorite quads. It's a Kakute F4 with the Addle VTX from Holy Bro. But this time I used the Teco 32 4-in-1 ESC. It's been fantastic. It's got no noise. My video has been beautiful in my VTX feed. But it's been freezing up. It's weird. I'll bump something, like I was going under a picnic table over here last week, and I barely touched the bottom of the seat, and the quad just flopped out of the air, just fell straight down, parked itself, and wouldn't arm, wouldn't disarm, wouldn't the OSD. It's the OSD. It was just, locked up. The timer stopped. Unplug and replug fixes it. I thought I had the problem nailed down. I switched it from D-Shot's 1200 to 600, and it seemed to be working a lot better, but when I crashed into that picnic table, that was D-Shot 600. Maybe I'll just disable the accelerometer? I don't know. There must be something flaky with that board, because it's running the same version of Butterflight as my other two quads. All my quads are on FLODs. We'll edit that out. All my FLODs, that's quadcopters, are on Butterflight 3.5.0, 0.1, RC2, whatever the new one is yesterday, a couple days ago. They're not locking up. Over here, my flow ride quad locked up doing a front flip, a snap flip. Went a little bananas for a half second and then hit the ground, and it was not flight controlling anymore, that's for sure. Yeah, that's got to be a goofed up flight controller, right? It's got to be. I'm going to go home. It's getting warm in the car here, and I bet blaring the AC here will be too noisy for this terrible microphone. Yep. I forgot to talk about Crossfire over at the park. I'm home now, but I got to talk about Crossfire, right? I don't think I'm ever going to push Crossfire to its distance limits, but I'm super excited that I'm probably never going to get a failsafe within, 500 or 600 feet, and that's fantastic. I was flying over to park up in Frisco with my friend Brian Beveridge, and there was a weird spot where both of us fail-safed, and it was only 250 feet away. Just big open field with two small trees that may as well be bushes, and we were fail-safing with FR Sky. And at that park I was flying at today, I don't fail-safe often, but maybe once every couple of weeks I hit a little half a fail-safe, where it stops responding, but you get your link back before it shuts down. Those kind of incidents. And every time they happen, I get real timid for the next, half a dozen batteries. I don't want to fail safe when I'm power looping a tree and land in the top of the tree. I don't want to run into somebody. And I think Crossfire is going to give me a lot more confidence. I'm going to be a little less worried about that. My flying today was real boring. I'm sorry about that. Maybe next time I'll try to do some of the barely interesting acrobatics I know how to do. But yeah, that'll be next time. going to hit this button over here.